Hi there, happy Friday, everyone. It's Peggy Farah from Deeper Cravings, and I wanted to take some time to share with you my thoughts on a topic I don't talk about as often, which is mindful loving, mindfulness in relationships. If you've been following Deeper Cravings for a while, you have heard a lot about my experiences with mindfulness in terms of having a positive impact on our relationship with food and our body. But I've been on this journey now for 7 years of integrating mindfulness into my life. And what I have noticed is an incredible shift in my relationships with other people. When I can tune in to the present moment and be really mindful, which certainly isn't all the time, but when I am able to practice that, a different space opens up in my relationships with others. When I'm in the psychotherapy room working with clients, I often regard that time as sacred space. I'm there with somebody attending to them, often in what is the most intimate and rawest moments of their life, and it is quite an honor. But what I have recognized through the practice of mindfulness is that concept of sacred space can be translated into any encounter we have with another. Thich Nhat Hanh refers to the experience of interbeing, which is when we become mindful, as a sense of interconnectedness develops between us and the other. We're able to recognize ourselves in the other. We're able to find that place of oneness. And when we are encountering another human being, we may not know them very deeply. We may just be passing them on the street, or they may be the neighbor down the road. But what we can know for certain, excuse me, when we can know for certain, when we let ourselves reflect on it, is that that person too craves joy and peace. That person too wishes for health and love. That person has experiences of suffering. They know loneliness. They know inadequacy. They know fear. And on those very basic universal principles, we can find our connection and our oneness. So when we meet another person mindfully, we are able to behold the gift that they are. We're able to want to explore and be curious about what they have to offer. We can tune into them. We can be attuned to what are their needs and really awake to any kind of unconscious reactions that are happening in us, any triggers. We've all been in that experience of having a conversation with somebody and noticing them glancing at their watch repetitively or looking around us, looking maybe there's somebody else they want to talk to. We've all had that moment which really feels like a rejection. It feels like what that person is communicating is you're not valuable, or you're certainly not as valuable as what I think might be over there in that other conversation or the other thing I need to get to. And it can be so dejecting. And it happens very subtly. We just get this subtle message, okay, this person doesn't want to be with me. And it's a horrible feeling. And so when we become mindful, we not only become awake to the other person, but we also become awake to what's happening within us. We can notice that internal angst, that saying, oh, I have somewhere else I need to go. Or maybe I'm tuning out because I'm becoming bored by what this person is saying. And when we can hear that within ourselves, we can attend to that and say, is this really the message that I want to be giving this person? And perhaps wake up to the beauty of what they're offering or to what they have, or perhaps wake up so that we can be honest. Maybe what we need to say is, I'm afraid I need to end this conversation because I realize I have somewhere I need to be. But that, in fact, is an authentic connection. And the listener in that case is most likely to really appreciate that honesty rather than being left to wonder, is it me? Is it that I'm boring or that they don't like what I'm saying? So there's a wealth of opportunity for mindfulness to impact your life, not only in the realm of your relationship with food and your body. And if that's something you want to explore, I really invite you to come to deepercravings.com and explore the Deeper Cravings path and see if that's a fit for you. But also to integrate mindfulness practice into your whole life so that your relationships can be transformed. So if you want to explore this a little further, I invite you to just begin a basic mindfulness practice of mindful listening. So when you're about to encounter the other person, just push pause on your thinking in that moment. Really try to enter your body. Notice the sensory experience you're having. Notice the colors of the person's clothing. Notice the way it feels to be in their physical experience and really tune into what they're saying. And if a reaction comes up in you or a distraction comes up in you, notice that, acknowledge it, but return to that intent focus. And you will find that even your encounter with the grocery clerk can become sacred space. Thank you. Have a happy Friday and a great weekend, everyone. Bye.